Can an individual make a difference to this world? The answer is yes. In the way Mahatma Gandhi walked on this planet, millions attained freedom and the world has never been the same again. In the way Abraham Lincoln walked on this planet, slavery was abolished and the world has never been the same again. In the way Mother Teresa walked on this planet, millions found dignity in their life and the world has never been the same again. In the way Albert Einstein walked on this planet, scientists redefined science and the world has never been the same again. History is full of such one-man armies. One person has changed the world forever. History suggests that one person is enough to be a turning point in this world. At every point in history, a person has emerged to show the rest of us that one life at that point in history will have a greater impact on the whole world than the billions who survive during that period. The concept of one-man army is very much applicable to Mahatma Gandhi. But the point in contention is, who is Mahatma Gandhi? When we are too close to an object, we may not be able to view it in full. This is what happened to we, the people of India. Since we were too close to Gandhi, we failed to see him in full. Of late, it has become a fashion to criticize Gandhi. Often a question is raised about the suitability of Gandhian values to the present world and the people. But the fact is that Gandhi's values and philosophies are so advanced that we have not reached to that level. Gandhi's values and philosophies will hold good as long as human race exists. More than us, the others have understood Mahatma Gandhi very well. It was read during his funeral procession. Mahatma Gandhi died as he always lived, a private man without wealth, without property, without official title or office. Mahatma Gandhi was not the commander of armies or a ruler of vast land. He could not boast any scientific achievement or artistic gift, yet he became the father of the nation and he led his country to freedom. General George C. Marshall, the American Secretary of State, in his condolence message had said, Mahatma Gandhi has become a spokesperson for the conscience of all mankind. He was a man who made humility and simple truth more powerful than empire. And Albert Einstein added to his condolence message, generations to come will scarce believe that such one as this ever in flesh and blood walked upon this earth. So what made Gandhi Gandhi? There are some qualities that can be attributed to Gandhi. For example, the art of relationship. Gandhi had the knack of drawing more and more people to work with. He had the immaculate ability to effortlessly build a team around. This came as naturally as breathing to him. A leader is known by the number of followers he has. True to this phrase, Gandhi had a large number of followers. During the period of Mahatma Gandhi, there were many popular leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, Subhash Chandra Bose, Rajaji, Tilak, Gokhale, and so on. Of them all, the most handsome person was Jawaharlal Nehru. The strongest person was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The bravest person was Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. The most intelligent person was Rajaji, but who went on to become the father of the nation? It was Mahatma Gandhi. To become the father of the nation, you don't need to be handsome, strong, brave, and intelligent. It is enough if you have people with you, and Mahatma Gandhi precisely had them with him. Another quality that can be attributed to Mahatma Gandhi is his mastery in communication. It is said the quality of your relationship depends on the quality of your communication. True to this phrase, Mahatma Gandhi developed his communication skills to empower people. Communication is not just transferring of words, but of emotions. Mahatma Gandhi was able to transfer the emotions that he was experiencing to the people around him and away from him. His communication skills had the power to bond people together. He kindled the feelings of the people with his communication skills. Phrases like, "I am prepared to die, but there is no cause for which I am prepared to kill." In a gentle way, you can shake the world. "An eye for an eye will lead the whole world blind" are few examples to exhibit his mastery over communication. Another quality that can be attributed to Mahatma Gandhi is high-level energy. He never felt tired, and his high energy level made him relentless in all his endeavor. Dates and calendars never bothered him. There were no off days in his life. He knew that he had to travel thousands of miles while chasing his dream of free India. Mahatma was never in short of energy all along his life. Another quality that is attributed to Mahatma Gandhi is clarity of values. It is said, clarity is strength, confusion is weakness. Nothing is more tiring than a confused mind. Mahatma Gandhi never experienced confusion in matters of right and wrong, good and bad. For Gandhi, it was a value-based life and not life-based value. When asked by a group of scientists, "What is your message for us?" he calmly said, "My life is my message." It is a question put forth in front of us. How many of us can openly say, "My life is my message"? Another quality that can be attributed to Mahatma Gandhi is the methodologies. How you do is as important as what you do. The means are as important as the end. After all, you will always be remembered for how you do rather than what you do. Mahatma Gandhi is remembered for how he did it rather than what he did. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Christ gave me the message and Gandhi gave me the methods." Gandhi had a unique method to fight for his cause. When the whole world believed in arms and ammunition, bombs and bunkers, Gandhi believed in ahimsa, a strategy no one thought of it. Gandhi always believed that how you reach is as important as where you want to reach. He chose the path of ahimsa and he stuck to that till the end. He never experimented with methodologies. After all, a formula does not care who applies it as long as it is applied properly. Another quality that can be attributed to Mahatma Gandhi is the faith. Faith doesn't mean only in God, even in methods, the cause, the values. The deeper the roots, the stronger will be the trees. The faith should be something unshakable. Much after all the drama, the cyclone will finally go, only to find the tree still rooted. As the saying goes, the deeper the roots, the stronger will be the trees. Gandhi was firmly rooted in his vision and mission. His faith on his vision and mission was unshakable. The Britishers finally found that Gandhi was firmly rooted in his vision and mission. Another quality that is attributed to Mahatma Gandhi is passion. Generally, Indians are said to have passion. Gandhi had little more of it. Extraordinary people are ordinary people who did everything in life with extraordinary passion. It is said, follow your passion and success will follow you. Gandhi always had the passion for whatever he did. The passion in him led to excellence in whatever he did. After all, extraordinary people are ordinary people who did everything in life with extraordinary passion. One does not become Mahatma Gandhi and then develop the qualities that he is identified with. We pick up these qualities and we become Mahatma afterwards. When you are still an ordinary person, you develop certain qualities and these qualities make you extraordinary. You don't become extraordinary and then develop extraordinary qualities. It is possible to become Mahatma for you and I, provided we are consciously aware of those qualities that Mahatma Gandhi had. It is true, there are many Mahatmas among us. Maybe they are not known to the world. But the point to be remembered is, to become a Mahatma, we need to have the qualities that Mahatma Gandhi had. If we are aware of these qualities, and if you are aware of these little things, we can one day become Mahatma, because perfection is made of small things, but perfection is not a small thing.